Hey everyone, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to give the people who are a little late a little time to tune in. I'm Chef Chelsea Marie, and today we're going to be making crispy bang bang shrimp. It is a little bit spicy and a little bit sweet, so it's definitely a treat for everybody in the family. So this recipe can be found on nextdayrecipecaribbean.com, and I'm going to take you guys through what I have on my table. So the first thing, let's talk about our garnish, our plates, right? So the first thing as for garnish you're going to need is I have some chopped lettuce here. I have some fresh lime wedges from my tree, and then I have some chopped chives. For our sauce, we're going to be using sweet chili sauce, a little bit of mayo, and a little bit of Tabasco sauce. And for our shrimp, I have some peeled deveined shrimp here. I do have the tails on for this recipe, but if you want, maybe put this shrimp into a wrap or a sandwich, or I don't know, a taco, maybe take off the tails completely for this. But I'm using mine as an appetizer because I'm having a few friends come over, and I think the tails are great for what I need it for. And to this shrimp, I'm going to be actually adding this Maggi ginger seasoner. It is a great complete seasoning, so very little ingredients required. And as usual, I forgot my scissors, so give me a second, let me grab that. Alright, so I'm back. I got my scissors, and to my shrimp I'm adding my Maggi ginger seasoner. I'm going to give that a quick mix. And this shrimp is really easy to bread because it doesn't require, the usual, you either do flour or sometimes you do flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. I'm doing strictly cornstarch today. When you fry in cornstarch, it gives it a very crunchy texture, which is what most people love when you eat fried food. You love that crunch. So I'm doing strictly cornstarch today, but if you did only cornstarch, I wouldn't fry chicken in cornstarch alone because it does get a more white appearance than that kind of golden caramel brown that you're accustomed to when you see fried foods. But when you are frying and coating something in sauce, I think cornstarch is a great choice for breading. Alright, so my shrimp are nice and coated. You really want to be generous with your cornstarch and your seasoning. So you guys take a look. My shrimp is really nice and coated here. So now it's straight from the bowl and into the fryer. So I have my oil that's nice and hot here ready, and I'm going to go ahead and start to drop my shrimp in. And this shrimp is going to fry really, really fast. So it's important to kind of keep an eye on it and not to do too many at a time. So I think I have about, my pot has reached its limit. It's like, no more please. So when my shrimp is done, I'm going to take them out and I'm going to place them onto this bowl that's lined with paper towel already. Wow, that is like only a few seconds and my shrimp is almost done. How you know your shrimp is ready is your shrimp will go from like a loose U to a kind of tight C. If it's an O, it's overcooked. So you don't want any O's, only C's. Alright, so mine has reached tight C's. As you can see, remember I said it gets this kind of pale color. It's not quite golden per se. You could leave it like this and serve your sauce at the side, but I'm going to go all the way and coat mine today. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a few more in. You do want to shake off any loose cornstarch that you may have. And we have paper towel here to catch any excess oil. I'll give mine a little mix. Smells really good so far already, and I can't wait. And this sauce is actually one of my favorites because I love spicy and sweet together. So if you're allergic to shrimp, or maybe shrimp is one of your favorite things, you could actually cut up some chicken breast or boneless, skinless chicken thighs and do the same process. You would season it up with a Maggi ginger seasoning or Maggi all-purpose seasoning, coat it in some cornstarch, and fry it the same way. You'll just make sure your chicken bits are nice and fully cooked before you start to pull them out. Okay, I think I have like one more set after this one. So you guys, this recipe is on nextdayrecipecaribbean.com. please check us out and leave us a comment below. I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to make this recipe? Are you going to put it in something? Are you going to eat it as is? Are you going to share? Or are you going to just eat all the shrimp by yourself? That's cool too. No judgments. Alright. Are you guys seeing how fast this shrimp is cooking? Almost ready. My shrimp are nice seasoned. No O's over here. You do want, when you're frying, that you have enough oil in your pot. You want it to be a deep fry, not a shallow fry. I would say this is about like 3 inches of oil in here. Alright, my shrimp are ready. Whoa, one fell. Shaking off that excess and putting it into this bowl. Alright, last set. Okay, let's check on my last batch. Wish you could smell it. I swear there's nothing like fried food. It smells so good. You instantly get hungry. I just thought about it. This bang bang shrimp would be amazing in some hot Friday. Alright, so my shrimp is looking plump, nice seasoned. So it's great and nice and cooked. I turned off my oil here and now we're going to move on to the sauce. So I'm just going to give this a nice shake to take out all that excess oil and make sure, as you can see, that none of my breading is coming off. It's nice and crisp, it's nice and plump. So I'm going to just remove this paper towel. And now we're just going to use the sweet chili and mayonnaise. So I'm going to add the mayonnaise to my sweet chili sauce. And then I'm going to add my Tabasco sauce. You could skip the Tabasco if you really don't like spice. But I promise it's not enough that it's ridiculously spicy. It's more like enough to give it a nice little zing and a kick. Alright, so I'm giving this a quick mix up. So the mayonnaise makes it creamy, the sweet chili makes it sweet, and the Tabasco makes it savory and spicy. So you're getting a little bit of everything. Alright, so when you mix that up, alright, one more close up here. Let's look at this sauce. Look at how creamy that looks. Alright, so straight on, I'm gonna pour that onto my shrimp. Remember I said, if you don't like sauce all over your food, like I have friends who don't like saucy food, and my mom doesn't like saucy food, I would put the sauce to the side in a nice bowl and have people dip. So I'm gonna give this a nice toss. Oh yeah. So that everything is nice and coated and everybody gets a little bit of that sauce. Alright, so time to make it look a little fancy. Alright, so here I have my plate I'm going to serve on. I'm just going to dump out my lettuce. I have some nice chopped local lettuce here. I'm going to make a nice little bed for my shrimp. Make a little space in the middle for where you're going to put it. And then I'm going to start to spoon that crispy, yummy, sweet and spicy and creamy shrimp on the top. If you guys want to come in here and take a little dive in, tell me what you think. Would you eat this on its own, or are you gonna put it into something? Remember I said if you're gonna put it into a wrap or so, you would want to take off those tails. Alright guys, so this recipe can be found, like I said, on Nestle Recipes Caribbean. If you do make it, please holler at us. We want to hear from you guys, and if there's anything that you want to see in the future, give us a chat to the bottom. We want to hear. So I topped it with some chives and some fresh lime to the side here. And that's it. Look at that. There we got it, right? All right. See you guys next time. Bye.